I know you have the website, like I love me unconditionally. That's a beautiful one. And
It's
we talk
long.
about that. And, even when you look at work of people like Dr. David Hawkins and the scale of consciousness and where unconditional love is so
Mhm.
high, where
Mhm.
80% of the population out there is in this low of grief, apathy, sadness, all these lower frequencies and vibrations. It's nice to say, like I love myself unconditionally, but what does that really mean? Like when someone is in those lower states and it's hard to break free. It's a vicious like cycle downwards usually.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone that's like, I want to love myself, I just don't even know where to start?
Yeah, that is a big one. So for me and for everyone that I've worked with, it's shifting from your head to your heart. And I know that that's so
Mm.
cliche because everyone's like, oh, just, make decisions from your heart. And I was always like, but what does that mean? You know, like
Yep.
I don't understand. And so it just is, it's work and it's you know, words, if I could define it, is essentially no judgment for oneself,
Yeah.
absolute and utter grace for oneself, right? Absolute zero. There's no wrong, there's no right, there's no good, there's no bad. It's I am a soul living in this human body, right? We are these divine, angelic, light beings, and we are trapped in this human body on this earthbound experience.
Yeah.
And unconditional love is absolute, like legit. I have to forgive myself on a daily basis. And even sometimes like minute by minute, I have to forgive myself for things, because we're all human. And so what good is it going to do for me to sit over here in this shame and in this guilt? That doesn't do me any good. That's a low vibration state.
Hmm.
And so to shift my beautiful mind into a like my girls, I mean my girls taught me so much of this. Like I love them. I would do anything for them. Like I'm not going to kick them out if they lie to me. I'm just going to guide them and be like, maybe we could work on something else in the future. Maybe we could try this differently. And so yeah, to just and I think honestly, Casper, with my dad passing and that whole conversation around him not forgiving himself and that's why he was still suicidal. I
Mm.
was like, holy shit, like literally. Like if he forgave himself and truly loved himself, there would be no suicidal ideation on the radar whatsoever. And
Yeah.
so I just made that connection. That's the nucleus. That's the yeast to the bread of self, of a happy life, right? It's that unconditional love, that forgiveness for oneself, the grace that you were to give yourself, and the non-judgment. I'm not going to judge myself because I'm doing the best I can with the resources that I have, right? Until I learn better, or Maya Angelou, like until I know better, then I do better. Let's see, well, how does that go? I'm going to do until I know better, then I do better. I don't know. It's basically, you know what I'm saying.
We get
You
the
do the
point.
best you
Yeah.
can, right? You do the best you
Yes,
can until you know
you
better,
do.
and then you do better.
And it's true. We have to be very, I think the idea is like, we preach this idea of compassion for others when we don't even have it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think all of us, really are we're own worst critics. And
Mm,
we put ourselves down and now we compare so much because everything is there available on our screens, on our little
mm.
black mirrors that show us these wonderful lives of people around us that we're like, damn, my life sucks, right? I'm terrible. I'm not doing enough. I'm not making all these things of comparison, which are really detrimental to us.